A new documentary examines the evolution of a black family through tragedies and triumphs during and after slavery. Writer and producer Lyle Gibson joins us this morning with more on Black Tie, White Tie. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So how did this process start that you wanted to learn more about your family?
You know, I was stationed in Greece in 1988 and working with a diverse group of people, just fascinated by their own family stories. Some had grandparents that were immigrants. And so I just wanted to learn more. And when I got out of the military in 1990, I sat down with my mom and we just started to talk about, her experience, because it was roots in 1970 interested her in family history, and it just began from there. And one step led to another, and I started finding more information, and here we are.
Were there some moments that were heartbreaking for you to hear about the negative side, especially the years of slavery?
Yeah, there's always that negative part with slavery. I think one of the stories where one ancestor reputedly had been branded like 3 different times because she was owned by 3 different people. But, we just have to look at history for all of what it is and all of what it has to offer, the good and the bad. So.
And it informs who you are today.
Exactly. It does. It really does.
Okay, so you wrote the book.
Yes.
And then now you have this documentary. What was that experience like?
It was nerve-wracking.
With cameras all around you.
Yeah, I had no idea about this process, but thanks to Jermaine Thomas, our director, Benjamin Mead, the executive producer, it really helped to, bring things together, and here we are today.
What did your family think about you bringing the camera around for these interactions?
They were proud. My parents were really proud of what I was doing. My dad, he helped out along the way when we had to travel out of town. He would offer to, drive and support us. And, my mom was also just proud to see that I had taken her work to the next level. So they're real happy. What
do you think we can learn about ourselves from researching our ancestry?
I think it's important for every American to just take a look. What's the story with our parents, our grandparents? There's a lot, because it's everyday people that really make the American story. And I think that's so important.
So how have your multiracial ties influenced you in your life experience?
I still, identify myself as an African American, but when I look at how the internet and social media has impacted my white cousins, I have cousins of Asian ancestry, African American cousins. It's just a cool thing. And especially with DNA technology, I've taken the DNA test, other folks have taken it. It just, really expands and broadens who you are as an individual. So it's cool.
What do you hope people will take away from your book and from seeing this documentary?
I think most important, finding a sense of place. And then asking yourself a simple question: what have I left behind, so that future generations can understand who I was at this time and at this place?
We all have a story, don't we?
We do. We do.
And it's fun to discover, because sometimes we don't listen to our grandparents as much.
Exactly.
We should.
Yeah.
Because we've heard that story before. No.
Yeah.
Just stop and listen.
Yeah.
That's for sure. You can see Black Tie, White Tie for free on February 23rd at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. at Penn Valley Community College. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Let's toss it over to Joel.
I'm discovering here